I'm very, very excited, very grateful to share with you what it is that we do. I mentioned my name for those who never heard it, Dr. Harry Benjamin, and I currently based in Houston, Texas, by way of this beautiful planet called Planet Earth. I grew up in Jamaica. I became a medical doctor there. Soon after that, started distributing automobiles, and in the process of distributing automobiles, did quite well. My family, we were able to move from Jamaica to Florida with some real estate investments there. The real estate mortgage crisis hit us really hard. We fell into a financial valley, and then we were able to climb out of that valley using the network marketing model. We got ourselves back on our feet, and it's been a really great journey over the last 13 years being in the industry. 3 years ago, we got into the space of trading the financial markets using our phones and laptops, and it's been a very exciting and rewarding experience. I started off in Xtreamfx Global Academy as an affiliate, and that was my primary focus at the time, marketing the company to people, earning commissions. That's how I started. A little over $100 I used to get registered, then we now have the $249 affiliate package, which gives you more benefits. That wasn't available at the time when we got started. So I've added some other features to the company and made it even more exciting than what we had before. Our compensation plan on the affiliate side, you could earn 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You could earn a lot of money per month. It just depends on the size of your team, right? And the number of people that you influence to get involved in our community. What do we sell? We have three main areas. We have trading education, so you can learn how to trade in our community. All right, so that we have that part. And we also have health and wellness products. And we've also recently launched our travel website where you can get up to 80% discount off hotels and rental cars and cruises and so forth. So we have a really great company. Trading Academy, health and wellness products, and we have a travel component. Today, we're here to emphasize a little bit more on the education, right? We learn about the $7.3 trillion market, and you and I will have the opportunity to tap into that market and make money. That's the bottom line, right? That's just the bottom line. We have great packages, $89 a month, $99 a month, or $159 a month. And you're going to be given an opportunity to come and join us and take advantage of our amazing product known as the Safety Trade Technology. This is a product that is an additional product within our community, apart from the education or the affiliate packages. And a lot of members have been buying it because it's giving out a 99% success rate on the trades that it calls out. So the system is a very powerful technology that's come to help students to get results faster than they would have normally achieved, right? In their trading experience. So I'm very happy about what it is that we have here when it comes to the safety trade. And today we're going to dive into it. I still have a guest here, Lindy. Welcome, Lindy. If you don't mind unmuting and telling us where you're streaming in from, we would love to know. Right, we would love to know where you're streaming in from as we go into talking about the safety trade technology and what it is that it does. Old-time trading involves using TradingView. Thankfully, we do not stick to TradingView. Only some people still use it. But a lot of us now are just simply using this wonderful color-coded system that you're seeing here on your screen. All right. So I need to keep that little screen here open to the side there. I have a trade going on there. And I'd like to see if I could close it in profit before close of session. This is very close to my entry, right? It's going on a little bit. But anyway, all right. Well, let's. In fact, I think I can monitor it on my phone. I don't have to have it up here. Right? So let me just not deprive you guys of our proper presentation. All right. So on the left, we have the 5 minutes. On the right, we have the 1 minute chart. And Lindy, if you could put in the chat. If you have traded before, so I'll have a fair idea of how I should articulate this information so you could gain some value from our conversation. If you've never traded before, I'd like to know. If you have traded before, I'd love to know so that I kind of know what type of information to give to you. But simply put, let's just throw one of my favorite things on the screen, which is NAS 100. And, let's look at what took place today for those of us who have the safety trade system. So on the right is the 1 minute chart, and the left is the 5 minute. So if we go back to this morning and start, just before the New York session begins, or maybe while the London session was in motion, we could see that there's already some great opportunities here that took place on NAS 100. You could have taken advantage of this sell here. Just so many opportunities here, right? And let's look at some of the buys that took place. Here's one nice one that happened this morning during this one happened during the market open, where the market just bought up in a big way. This buy was so amazing, right? So it happened on the 1 minute time frame, green, 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 red, green. Even though we have a broken buck, that was still supported by a 5 minute green buck. So this allowed for individuals to who took this trade this morning. Man, those people who took NAS this morning, that was 109 points. 109 points, everybody, that those who took NAS this morning would have benefited from if you have the safety trade system, because the system told us in simple terms, green, 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 red, green. If you could simply just follow this color chart and just wait for the setup or wait for the emails to come to you with the setup, confirm it on the 5 minute time frame, right? Because we need to do that. We need to come to our 5 minute time frame and see that the box is still green. If you look on the left, it's still green there. And then with that happening, you know that, okay, I have the opportunity to put in what's called a buy stop. A buy stop is basically an order for the trade to go up. So once we see this pattern, Lindy, and everyone else listening, green, 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 red, green, that's our chance to put in what's called a buy trade, right? So we're waiting for the market to go back up to above this red line. It's called our moving average. So once you have the system, and there are three other things that you'll be trained on. You'll be given a full-blown training, Lindy, but you're going to get training on how to use the system overall. But the basic pattern for beginners is green, 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 red, green for a buy. And if it's a sell, it's going to be red, 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 green, red, which I'll show you a sell here short. So this is a buy. So we would have put in an entry point just above this line and look at the buy that took place. Look at that buy that took place this morning. Amazing, right? So the system call is out, whether you took it or not, the system gives you the data on it, 115 points on that win. And then there was another one right here, which was a gap trade, right? So this is what we call a fill in the gap trade on the 1 minute, where it's green, green, green. There's a little gap here, green. So it came back, touched the trade line. You could have put in your buy stop above here. And if it goes up for you, then you could take some profit out of that, which obviously did. So this system is amazing, right? That we have a system that can give us reliable data that's consistent, that we can rely on, that for sure we know is going to give us great results. Welcome, Catherine. I don't know if it's your first time with us. If it is, please let me know. Is this your first time coming on the Zoom with us, Catherine? Your name doesn't jump out that much familiar, but maybe you are already a member. I'm not sure.
Yes. It's my first time.
First time. Where? Whoa, wow! I like your accent. Where are you streaming from?
I'm in Suffolk, in England.
Oh, okay, nice. Which country are you from originally? Are you originally from?
I'm from Mombasa, Kenya.
I have lots of friends from Kenya.
I'm actually visiting Suffolk, so I'm going back soon to Mombasa.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you go back with the safety trade, because this system, have you ever traded before, Catherine?
Yes and no, not much, but I tried and I failed and I thought it's not for me, but I'm encouraged. Esther told me about it, so I'm gonna try this one.
Yes, you should, because here's the thing about the system, right?
She told me about
you see this little red dot, this very little red dot here? This is this little red dot confirmed a buy on this asset. So simply, it gives us confirmation that it's safe to take a buy once we see this pattern. Green, 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 red, green. And there's a few other things that you're going to need to identify, which you will get in the training on how to use the technology, but it's very basic in terms of how it's been designed. We look for the setup. Here it is again. Green, 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 red, green. And you could see that there was a little push up after, right? There's two of them. One that went up, another one came down and went up. So that way we're able to get these buys and know for sure the market is going to buy when we see that setup. And then if it doesn't buy and it goes in the opposite direction, like here, it was green, 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 red, like right here. It was green, 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 red, green. We'll be putting in what's called a buy stop. So because it's a buy stop and the market went down, we would not lose any money. Okay?
Yeah.
Because with a buy stop, it's only if the market comes to where our entry point is, then that's the only time it activates the trade. And we would have put in our entry point a little bit above here. So therefore, because the market went down in this case, you would not have lost any money, or nobody would have lost money in that transaction because the market would not have come back to where our entry price was. So buy stops and sell stops are what we use. So look for a sell trade. Let me go back and look for a sell example. Now a sell example is just the reverse of the buy. Instead of it being this was not, this one didn't sell, but let's look at let's find one that did sell. Right? Find one that did sell and go back way back. So that there was more buys on NAS than there were sells today. All right, here's some. So here's the market. Oh, red, and then it turns green, and then we wait for it to come back down, which it did here, and it gave us a win. All right, give us a winning trade there, and a couple of wins on the sell side. So when we see red, green, red, that's for sell. When we see green, red, green, that's for buy. And it's that simple. Now, there are some other benefits to the system, particularly the scanner. And the scanner is very powerful. What the scanner does, it sends you and I messages on what we could trade. For example, right now it sent out a message on CAD JPY, which is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen on the 1 minute time frame. So let's jump over here and let's just bring CAD JPY on the screen. I'm going to put CAD JPY 5 minutes on the left and 1 minute on the right. So let's just quickly look at this message that the system is sending you and I that, hey, guess what? CAD, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, there's a nice setup for what's called a sell. Red, green, red. It is not a clean trade in the sense of the best one. Why? Because on the 5 minute time frame, let's make sure I have the right thing over here. On the 5 minute time frame, on the left, the what's called the box, which is this indicator here, is green, and on the right is red. So when that is those colors are not the same on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, or the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the 15 minute, the 30 minute, when that's not the same, that's not your perfect safety trade. We need for the box on the 5 minute to be the same as the box on the same color as the one on the 1 minute. Meaning the higher and the lower time frame need to be in agreement. Okay, for you to have a safe trade. In addition to which, we like when the candle is close to the trade line on the higher time frame, while it's above the trade line on the lower time frame. That's the ideal situation that we want to have. But you'll go over that, you get that in training. Let's go ahead again and look at the scanner to see what else the scanner is sending to us. It is a 5 minute trade. Those take a little longer to develop. But here's a 1 minute on XPT USD. That's a cryptocurrency. It sends out trade ideas on indices, currency pairs, cryptocurrency, and stocks like Amazon, Google, Facebook, Yahoo, and so forth. Let's look at this CHF JPY 5 minute trade. Let's just look at it for looking at the sake. But CHF JPY, CHF JPY, CHF JPY, CHF JPY. All right. Let's put the 15 minute on the left and the 5 minute on the right, and then we'll be able to examine it. So you could see here where it shows green, red, green. So we're waiting for it to come back up. The 5 minute trades take a little bit longer to develop. So that's going to take a little while before it comes back up. You'd always go to your 1 minute chart to see where it is, and you'd be seeking to use your 1 minute chart to put that trade in. But that's a 5 minute buy stop. All right, so we're waiting for it to come back up to be able to put that trade in for a win. So that's one of the exciting things about this, right? We have the scanner, this handed down the scanner that literally tells us, what we could trade. Here's another one, GBP USD 1 minute. So the GBP USD is on here. It's new. You see this green arrow going up. It means there's an opportunity to take a buy, right? With this green arrow going up. When the red arrow is going down, it means there's an opportunity to take a sell. So let's see what happens with GBP USD. Let's go over there and quickly put it on our screen and see if what's going on with it. And it's close to the end of the day, so we're not looking to put the trade in live because the market volume is a little low at this point. but you could see clearly that it's right at the trade line. You could see the pattern showed up green, 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 red, green. And therefore, it's an opportunity to put in what's called a buy. We're generally going to put our entry point a little bit above here, about a half an inch to a quarter of an inch. You'll get training on that, so don't worry about that right now. You go for 1 to 3 pips, and then your stop loss should be just below here, right? Your stop loss should be just below here where this is. On the 5 minute, ideally, would prefer for this to come back closer to this line. That would have been a perfect safety trade. Right now, this is okay. But the best situation would have been where this on the left side, this red candle would have been closer to this green line. That would have been the best situation. And if that was, then this would have been a great way for you to be able to go ahead and win that trade, right? But I believe the trade will still win anyway. But at the end of the day here, the market is not having a lot of volume. So there's not a lot of movement right now to allow for us to be able to, benefit greatly from that trade. But it's still a good trade anyway. All right, still a very good trade anyway. Still a really good trade that you could benefit from. All right. So very exciting situation that we have, ladies and gentlemen. Very exciting situation that we have here where you can be using the scanner, right? So you could use the scanner over here to get the trades like Esther did that, and she's done really well. She's done as much as $6,500 in a 90-minute time frame. One of our best days using the scanner to trade. So the scanner is a very powerful tool. It gives you the trades, and you simply have to learn how to put them, bring them up on your MT4 here using the safety trade system. Look at them properly, and then decide if you want to take the trade or not. So we could see Catherine and Lindy that this trade is moving in a winning direction. You could see it pushing up into this area. It's already open. The trade would have been open if we had taken it live, and it would have been in a tip of profit. But at this time of the day, the volume in the market is low, and the brokers have what's called a high fee right now, right? They have something called a spread, which is high fee. That's high. So this time of the day is not a good time to trade. But some people would want to go ahead and take it, but I wouldn't jump at that at this time of the day if I were you. I would just wait and give the market a chance to to develop more volume, and then I'd go for the trade. That's what I would do. That's what I would seek to do. So this is a really exciting time for us because we have the scanner that gives us the messages on what we could trade, different currency pairs, different things like gold, metal, silver, and so forth. And then it also gives us the opportunity to, in addition to that, it gives us the opportunity to use this to analyze specific assets. Like I know my friend Bright loves gold, right? I don't know, gold was rocking today, right? Gold was just rocking today. So let's just put gold over here on the left-hand side, XAU USD, right? And you could see, right? In fact, this is gold. Yep. Do I have a trade on gold? No, it didn't. No, it didn't go forward. Ah, thought I did. Okay. Let's see here. I did. Yep, it's gold, right? That's the trade I was trying to close, right? And it went into profit, look at that. Right there was when I would have been able to close. But anyway, that's all right. That's all right. I won't beat myself up about that. All right, it'll give me another opportunity, right? It'll come back down and give me another opportunity to close my trade in profit. But it was in profit right here. My trade that I had open just for the presentation here, So yeah, let's see if it gives me another opportunity. It comes back down and gives me another opportunity to close it. But it was in profit, but because I was doing a presentation, I didn't get to check on that, and it didn't go to my TP. But that's all right. That's okay. All right. So gold was just rocking today. Let's go down to a lower time frame here. Gold is just exciting today. Lots of opportunities if you traded gold. If you're trading things like NAS 100, lots of opportunities on NAS 100 today. Lots of opportunities for buys and sells. Just all across the board. Today I even want to trade on USD JPY. Right? You see this nice sell here? Look at that. Red, green, red. Okay, that's what I trade. You see, just so many opportunities. I think, what's it? Euro USD. Yes, Euro USD. I also want to trade on Euro USD today as well. You could see some buys, right? See them here: green, 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 red, green. Right, bought up. Green, 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 red, green. Bought up. So the system just gives you data that you can rely on, and then you simply have to just put in your transactions and make your money. I mean, I just absolutely love the system. So, in simple terms, Catherine, Lindy, that's what we have. The system gives you the data the way I described it. You also have the scanner, right? That sends you the messages on when a particular asset can be traded. Like right now, GBP, JPY is another opportunity that can be traded. So with that in hand, it gives you an opportunity to be able to win trades. See this one that the system gave us, that was GBP USD. Can you see, Catherine, that the trade has won? Can you see that it went up to the entry point and went to the profit line? Can you see that? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the system is what is the star here. The system is definitely giving us an edge. And those of us who have it, it's just great. And it's just a blessing to have access to this. GBP, JPY, let's quickly look at that one. I know I'm speaking a little fast, everybody. I can do that sometimes. Let's slow down. All right, so on the left, we have the 5 minute, and on the right, we have the 1 minute, right? And you could see here the setup again. Green, 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 red, green. But this already won. It came down and it already went back up, right? And it's still going up. So this was another winning trade that the system just called out. And we're just a few minutes from market close. Could see that it's still pushing up even further. So when the market is nice and vibrant during the London session or the New York session, man, there's just so many opportunities to make money. And the system is calling out over 200 different symbols. So because we're giving so many opportunities to make money, for those who have the safety trade system, consistent profits has become a reality. And that's what's been happening for many members who learn how to use the system and have been applying it. So I'm one of those that's just excited. I'm jacked out of my mind with excitement. And I'm very grateful for the developer having created the system and allowing us to have this opportunity to make this type of money in simple, easy, not easy, but trading has become simpler, much simpler. And even beginners who have no idea about support resistance, Fibonacci, trend lines, those individuals have been able to use the system with no experience. And after 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, have started making money. One guy already bought a Bentley. Another guy earned $1.4 million. A lot of big success stories already, but we have a lot of little successes as well. A lot of people earning $100, $200 a day regularly because of the power of this system. So my recommendation is that you get yours. What do you do to get your safety trade system? Come here, Xtreamfx Global Academy. All right, come right here to this website. Then you click on, I recommend that you start off as an affiliate or a student, but preferably an affiliate. You pay a little over $100, $168 to be an affiliate. And then, or you could get the $249 package. And then you go ahead and start inviting friends and family. You can earn $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000, and so forth, that our company will pay you after you start inviting people to join our company. And so there's some metrics that you meet, but nothing overbearing that you meet, and then you make money. Or you could join us as a student, and you pay $89 if you have a student ID with a regular school. It will give you a $10 discount. Or you could pay $99, or you could pay $159, and then you know being as a student. And then you add on to that the safety trade technology. So once you've added the safety trade technology to what you have, then this gives you the opportunity to use the education along with the technology and trade and make your money. So it's that simple. We've kept it very simple, very easy for people to be able to make money with the safety trade system. It's made our life much better. It's not a guarantee that you make money in that sense of the word, but in terms of being able to trade and make money, the success stories speak for themselves. We have a lot of people right now succeeding because of the system that we have in place. So it's my joy to share this with you guys. And if anybody has any questions for me, I'd love to take your questions. All right. Thank you very much for being here, Catherine and Lindy and everybody else in the community.
Thank you.
Any questions from anyone else? Catherine, do you have any questions?
Not yet. I have to come to listen a few other times so that I know what to ask.
All right, that's fine. Well, tomorrow we're gonna be here, so
Yes,
same time. So we'd love to have you here, and we would be able to take your questions then.
Yeah.
All right, great. Lindy, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have a question right now, but like what Catherine said, I might have to come back a few more times just to have a better understanding of how it works.
Awesome. Well, we do this presentation Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Nigeria, UK time. On Saturdays, the same time. On Sundays, we do it at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UK, Nigeria time. So feel free to join us in any one of those presentations. And we'll give you...
Dr.
Yes.
Harry, if I may,
Yes.
I
Go
know
ahead.
Hi, Terry. I know that it might be a little strange coming from me, but I need a little refresher on how to put and where to put this stop loss. Remind me.
Okay. All right. That's
because
fine.
I got caught in let me not even say. If I allow myself, I'm going to be embarrassed. So just remind me.
Hey, guess what? You know what? We're here to grow, right? All right. So once you go, two things first thing I want to recommend is that you go back and watch your training video. Okay, because it's in the training video that the developer had done with you. So I'm going to recommend that you do that. But for example, here, if you're putting in this trade, right, to go for the buy, and you put your entry here, you put your entry point here, and you're waiting for it to come up to put you into the trade. And then you go in for TP here, right?
Yeah.
And then your stop loss should be below. You could take this reversal point or this reversal point or this reversal point, depending on your capital, right? Because you need to give it a chance.
Point that I needed, the refresher.
Yeah, there is below the reversal point. That's your stop loss. So you could either be below here or below here or below here. Now, ideally, this is what GBP USD, GBP USD. So you should have your GBP USD on a 5-minute chart over here, and then you would have been sync scrolling. So you'd be looking for a reversal point, like where on the 5-minute it came close to the 5-minute line, but it didn't come close to the 5-minute line in this case. But if I was going for this trade, I would probably put my stop loss down here just to give it a chance to go up, and just in case there's a little bit of pullback before it comes back up. And if you have enough money in your account, you could maybe put your stop loss down here just to give you enough room, just in case after the trade activates, it pulls back on you a bit before it goes back in the direction it's supposed to go.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too, Cheryl. Let's keep on rocking, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anyone else with any questions? Anybody else? All righty.
So can I just ask,
Please go ahead.
Yeah, the example that you just gave for that trade. So when you place your parameters, does it not matter, like looking at the ratio, the risk to reward ratio?
All right, so the risk to reward ratio in the beginning is going to be tight, right? It's going to be very tight. We recommend that you trade SPX only in your practice phase, and you're trying to win 1 to 3 pips on that trade, right? Now, yes, you're going to probably have a 3-to-1 ratio, in terms of your stop loss, your loss versus potential profit in the beginning. What weighs in our favor is that your success rate on the trades is over 90%. So you really have to lose a lot you really have to lose 10% of your trades or higher, maybe 15% of your trades to end up in a loss position, right? You have to be losing 15% of your trades, even if you went for the low 1 to 3 pips win on a trade. Now, once you've gotten through that beginner phase, what you do when you're opening up trades is that you open up 2 All right. So if you have, when this happens for the first time, like for example, here, right? Here was the first time it, not there exactly, but let's find the first time this happened. All right. So right here was the first one. This one was the first one, right? That took place after it was selling. So it was selling down and then it developed a safety trade right here. This was the first one. So if you open up two trades right here, open up two trades right here, okay? But this is intermediate level now, not beginner. You open up two trades. Once you open up two trades, the first one that goes into profit, which it did right here before there was a little bit of pullback, you close that one down, right? Maybe 5 pips, 10 pips on the first one. The second one, you change your stop loss from down here to entry price, okay? You change your stop loss to entry price. Can you see how much pips you would have now won by leaving the other one to run and then maybe closing it somewhere up here when it reverses? So if your stop, with your stop loss down here, and then the second trade is closed up here, is your risk to reward ratio worth it? This is your stop loss, this is your entry, this is your profit. You're muted.
All right, thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. Would it be worth it now?
I mean, I still need to understand it a lot more. But yeah,
All right, let me slow down what I said. Let me
interesting.
slow down what I said.
Mm.
All right. So this pattern is on the screen. Can you see this? Green, 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 red, green. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So you put in two trades. This is not a beginner level now. This is intermediate level. After you've gone through your practice phase and understand what you're doing, confident with the system, right? You put two trades here at this entry line, this blue line, two trades. You're opening two trades on the same asset at the same entry point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's go forward. The stop loss of both trades are down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now both trades are in profit right here. Let's say both trades are in profit right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You close one in profit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna move your your stop loss from down here for the second one, and you're gonna move it to maybe a little bit in profit or back to your entry price. Now this becomes a risk-free trade, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because you no longer have a stop loss below where you entered the trade, correct?
Yeah.
And what happened here? Would you be able to close it at some point going up?
Yes.
You got that?
Yeah. So so for your TP, what do? You just let it run.
You let it run, and when it starts to reverse, you choose where you exit.
Okay.
Because sometimes some of them run. Like look at this run on the left side. Do you see this run on this left side here? Do you see this run?
Yeah.
Right. Wouldn't you like to catch most of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the first trade gave you 5-10 pips, right? That's the first trade. The second trade, your stop loss is at the entry point. So you're no longer worried about losing the second trade because you made money on the trade already in the first transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, you could choose where you want to close it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you should be doing, let's just do this as if the market came to here, could shift your stop loss to stop profit. There's no longer a stop loss anymore, right? It's now a stop profit. You put it here. So if it comes back down, you're closing profit from here to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then as it goes up higher, can you not then push up your stop profit up to here?
Yeah.
Or maybe up to here? And then when it turns around, it knocks you out here, and then you'd have made the difference between here and here.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's one of the powerful things about that strategy. So that gives you the opportunity to win the first trade, but it also gives you an opportunity to capture the larger move during the second, while the market, because you don't know when the market's going to turn around. So if you try to stay, if you try to trail it with a stop loss, most likely you're going to get tapped out because the market has a way to just reverse and take your stop loss if it's too close to where the market is. So by allowing yourself some breathing space, you won the first trade, you don't care if it comes back and taps you out on the second trade because you already won the first trade, right? So, but if the second trade runs away, then you can adjust your stop profits to trail it going up and wait for it to reverse and knock you out.
So it
Is
will
that
knock
making
you
sense?
out. You don't have to take yourself out. It will knock you out. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
because if your stop profit is up here, you know, then it's going to knock you out when it comes back down.
Okay. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Right. So your entry point is here, and then you're trailing with this. You're trailing with this. Now it's here, and then you know when the market is right here, you put it here, like halfway between where the market is and where your entry price is. When it goes up higher, you could come up a little higher, right? Come up a little higher up here when the market is up here, and then when it goes up to here, you see by the time it goes up to there, you see it came back around and it hits you out here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but you'd have made a profit from here to here.
How many pips out of curiosity right there?
Okay, so that one is 5.6.
Okay, good, thanks.
All right. And this is on GBP USD, right? You know, when we're talking about NAS, you know, that this distance, let's just drop NAS, right? Put NAS, drop is a Nigerian way of saying put. But let's put NAS right here. NAS right here. Let's look at this. Let's look at this move. Let's look at this move on NAS. Just this move right here this morning. This was this morning during market open. Right here. This was a buy. That's 71 pips.
Wow.
So if you took 5 to 10 on the 5 to 10 on the first trade here, right? And then let the second one have a stop loss at entry. Look at that. 75 points. All right. And then if depending on where, if you moved up with it, you'd have tapped you out on this move. But if you didn't move up with it, it didn't come back to entry, and look at what happened. Because if you enter the trade here, it did not come back to your entry price, and look at what would have happened for the day. 145 pips on one trade. The second trade, not the first one, because you did close the first one in profit, but the second one you change your stop loss to entry. So that strategy is, but you need to practice it, but before you even get to that, make sure that you have won at least 17 out of 20 of your SPX 500 trades, preferably in your demo, before you go live, or even after you go live, you need to make sure that you have done that successfully. And once you have done that successfully, then you're ready to start trading some of the other stuff. But this system is amazing. So it's just the practice of using it. And then that takes care of the risk to reward ratio, because you have a valid point there. But it's in stages. Get through the beginner stage first, and then get to the intermediate stage, and then that will take care of that risk to reward challenge, especially on the currency pairs.
Okay,
all right. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Very good question, by the way. Right?
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome, Lindy. Very good question, right? Very good insight there. You see what's going on, right? Well, beginners don't need that yet, but eventually they will, right? But they don't need that in the beginning. Still, when you stick to these patterns and stick to the beginner trades, you'll be okay. All right, so when you start to mess around the gaps and the dirty trades and the other creative stuff that's possible, then you need to be a little bit more careful, because that's going to bring down your winning ratio. All right.
So
any questions?
Final question, sorry. So the trading, is it via watching videos, or is it the Zoom sessions like this one?
You mean the training, you said?
Yeah.
The first training is live with the developer, and then you're going to be able to record that training, and then you're required to watch that training over and over, because it gives you all information in it. But during the training session, you're able to ask some questions. And then there's some advanced level stuff. We also have training within Xtream that you can attend classes as well. That you could, once you're an affiliate or a student, if you have the $99 membership or the $168 membership per month, then you can come to classes multiple times a week and get additional training on how to use the technology and how to make money from trading, period.
Okay, thank you.
You're very, very welcome. All right. I think we're good to go. Any questions from anybody else? All right, man, it's been my absolute joy to have done this presentation for you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow. All right, let's invite friends and family. Let's load it up and come with your questions as well so that we can help you to get more clarity so that you can start making even more money than you're doing right now, or get to the point of being able to make money from the traders. All right. All right. Love you all. Thank you very much for being here. And get back to the person who invited you to be here, Lindy, Catherine, and that person will give you the information to get registered. And any other guests that we have online, please get back to the one who invited you to be here, and they will help you get your registration done and purchase your product and help you to get set up. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye.
Doc.
Dr.
Thank you.
Benjamin,
Bye.
thank you very much.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Bye.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you very much.
Bye.
Very welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.